Hi, I'm Chef Marian. I've done this 8-week series, Food for Thought, and I'm going to give you a little segment of one of them right now. Here you go. This time around, we have Deborah Tutnauer. I would like to tell you she is just somebody who knows nutrition, or just somebody who's connected to Body by Vi, or just somebody who's lived in Budapest. But I think we'd be better off hearing it from her directly, so we're going to start this interview now. Hi, Deborah. Nice to see you.
Wonderful to be here, Chef Marian. Thank you so much.
You're from New York, aren't you?
Yes, I am from New York. I grew up there and lived there until I was 16, and then started quite the migration around the world.
I know you've traveled around the world, and you have master degree upon master degree. And we could go into your life story and take the full hour just about you. How did that lay the foundation for what you're doing now?
I love that question because my life has gone all around the world through many different careers. And what I do now is I promote the Body by Vi challenge, and I teach primarily women and baby boomers how to be healthy and how to also develop an additional income. For the purpose of what we're doing today, we're talking about food. So we're going to talk about nutrition and what the Body by Vi challenge is, and I'll share a little bit about how I go about helping people be the best that they can be.
We're in a world today of social media, and I know you have extensive background in social media. How has that helped you promote what you do these days?
My experience in social media goes back about 6 years when I realized that the world was much bigger than the little town that I was living in. And in order to market, I needed to take advantage of the internet and learn what that was all about. Back then, Facebook barely existed. Twitter was the main event, and that was the beginning for me. I would take classes, I would stay up late at night, talking on Twitter to all these random strangers all over the world. Gradually that developed into a network of people who were also learning how to market online. And since then I've learned how to use Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, a lot of blogging and YouTube to present myself as a brand, to help other people, and to promote the Body by Vi challenge and to educate. It is the best education platform that there is because people can access it anytime, any place, when it suits them.
You have a way of presenting your product to people that makes them instantly flock to you and instantly want to do some business with you. Share that with us, will you?
What it all really comes down to, whether I'm talking to someone on a video, whether I'm talking to someone in a mall, whether I'm talking to someone on the telephone, I try to focus on them. I try to ask a lot of questions. I try to be very personable. My goal is to help people, again, be the best that they can be, and it doesn't matter to me if I look foolish. It doesn't matter to me if I'm a little weird or a little unconventional. Once I dressed up totally branded for Body by Vi, much more so than this shirt today, and just decided I was going to walk around with a bag of our shake mix saying, anyone want one of these? And you can have one if you learn about the Body by Vi challenge. Order your own kit and I'll give you this for free. Ultimately though, it's about giving back and giving value, and that makes people feel really good. And that's my goal, is to make people feel really good and like I really care about them, because I do. And that's how I'm going to make a difference in the lives of others, regardless of the medium.
In New York, we call someone like you a skinny marink. You have a weight loss story for me?
I do have a weight loss story. It's not huge, which is why I often share other people's weight loss stories. I've helped hundreds of people lose thousands of pounds all over North America. My personal story, though, when I was introduced to the Body by Vi 90-day challenge, I was 50 years old. I'm now 53, and I've never been big. But I was bigger than I am now, and it had to do with the womanly changes. It had to do with some other hormonal things that had gone on in my life. I'm a vegetarian. I work out. No matter what I did, I wasn't the size I was when I got married. It didn't matter. I just wasn't, and I felt okay, but I didn't feel like me. And I had this middle, you know. So a friend introduced me to the Body by Vi 90-day challenge, and I thought, why not? I'll give it a try. Within 60 days, I had lost 10 pounds and 6 inches, which was my goal. I went from a size 6-ish down to a size 2 or 0, which is where I was the whole rest of my life. I have always been on a 90-day challenge, and that's maybe the most important message. Every person, I believe, should always be challenging themselves to be better, to be healthier, to be focused instead of complacent and lackadaisical.
So we're not just talking about weight loss, we're talking about health.
We are totally talking about health because I have a 10-year-old daughter. It's really important to me that we are not talking about skinny, airbrushed, unhealthy weight loss for the camera or for the guy. What we're really talking about is strong, fit people. Girls, women, older women, men, it doesn't matter. We've got an obesity epidemic in this country, and it's not about being a size 2 or a 0. That's what it was about for me, because that's my body type. But it's really about not having health-related diseases. It's about being able to play with your kids. It's about having a healthy relationship with food and being a strong, vital, energetic person throughout every stage of your life.
One of the ongoing dilemmas that I personally have is high cholesterol. And I seem to have like a 20-pound up and down. And it's usually Christmas, I put it on, and the rest of the year I take it off.
We do not claim to make any health differences. We don't cure diseases. We can't make health claims. What I can say is when you treat your body well, and when you are at an ideal weight, a lot of the illnesses and diseases that are weight related, that are crappy food related, will heal themselves. And we've seen that over and over and over again with the Body by Vi challenge.
Talking with Deborah Tutnauer about Body by Vi and a way to get through the holidays and maybe not, grow during the holidays.
As far as the holidays, here's what I say about the holidays. If you think about going on a, quote, diet, and I totally hate that word, during the holidays, you're kidding yourself. Okay, you're absolutely kidding yourself. It's everywhere. Boxes of candy arrive in the mail. There's office parties. There's turkeys and stuffing and gravy, and you are a cook, right? You're a cook. Here's what I say about the holidays. You don't have to eat everything that you see. And that's a really important point throughout life, but particularly in the holidays. If you know you're going to a party, have a healthy shake before the party and say to yourself, I'm not going to stand in front of the cheese tray for an hour. Okay, you're not going to be hungry if you have a healthy shake. You've had all your nutrients, you've had your protein. Go to the party, have a little nibble of this, a little nibble of that, maybe a glass of wine, drink some sparkling water, something looks super good, have a little nibble of that. But don't do the thing that most people do, which is, I'm going to starve myself all day because I'm going to the cocktail party, and then I could just sit there and eat all I want, because you're going to eat hundreds more calories than you expected. Think about not putting on the 10 to 20 pounds that most Americans put on. So when you start your New Year's resolution to lose that weight on January 2nd, you're losing the weight from the rest of the year, not the additional weight you just put on. Try and maintain, and we can help you do that.
That's Deborah Tutnauer, Body by Vi. I'm Chef Marian, and this is Food for Thought.
How do I participate in some of your events?
Meetup.com/San Diego Foodies. That'll put you in touch with all of the events all over the city that I do every week. There's also a chess group that I do, and so if you play chess, go on San Diego Foodies. You'll see my chess meetup as well. Good to see you again, and I'll be back at you, so keep watching for me. Bye.